Well, hello guys, and welcome to the TDS Wrestling Show. Hope you are all well on this fine and fabulous and amazing Tuesday evening that it is. Let me just remove the banner. So, this is no episode, this is just a test run. So, for those of you that tuned in on, when was this? On Sunday. Myself, the Tezzy Bear, and DDC, when he does appear. DDC was here. And we did an episode on Elimination Chamber. We did a review. But unfortunately, it was a terrible episode. Mainly because we had a lot of technical problems. Huge technical problems. Where our internet was cutting out. The camera was freezing. Hello, Rocco. How you doing, buddy? I'm just testing the waters to see how things are. So I'm going to stick around for the next 5-10 minutes and just... I need your more so. I need your feedback. I need to know whether when you are watching me, whether the screen freezes and the audio freezes, and I just want to know the quality of what you're getting, because I think a lot of our main issue has been our internet connection. I've been relying on the Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi is having to get my Apple MacBook to work. It's having to get the camera to work. It's getting all these screens to work. Hello, Luke. How you doing, buddy? I just want to make sure everything's working fine. So, now, Rocco, how you doing? Yeah, good to see you, Rocco. Thank you very much. I must admit, Rocco, I liked what you were saying on Sunday with regards to Elimination Chamber. That was really good. There's some very interesting points as well. Matthew Winterbourne, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Well, CM Punk kickoff about The Rock and Cena. Cool. Yeah. Well, we're going to talk about Monday Night Raw tomorrow night on TDS's Raw. We're not going to do that right now. Tonight's episode is just to find out if everything's working okay. So, our technical advisor, he works behind the scenes, backstage. Omi Mashups, you'll see him in the comments on YouTube. Liam Bloody Johnson, the nephew of Terry Bloody Johnson. Everything's all good, is it, Omi? That is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So tomorrow night is TDS's Raw. It's Wednesday. But what we're going to do is we are going to delete this past Sunday's episode because it was a terrible episode. For what we are trying to do as a wrestling podcast, for us to grow, if someone wants to go on our YouTube channel and look at that event where we did Elimination Chamber, which is one of the most... It's going to be one of those events where it's never, ever going to be forgotten now, mainly because it was the night that John Cena turned heel. People are going to go back on our YouTube channel and realise, okay, these guys are doing Elimination Chamber 2025. Let's see what they said. And they realise how much of a piss poor of a performance we put on and the technical bullshit to go with it. So it was a no-go. So basically, I'm going to do a Matt Hardy and we're going to delete this past Sunday's episode. And love seeing two little Jimmies. They're here, Rocco. They're here. So tomorrow night, myself, the Teddy Bear, and Luke Rainsford, Rainy Zane, he is going to be joining us on the screen tomorrow night on TDS's Raw, where we will be re-reviewing Elimination Chamber, as well as talking about Monday Night Raw from last night, as well as talking about NXT, which will happen tonight. That is the plan. So, but anyway, again, I've been live for about nearly 6 minutes. So a little bit of feedback and appreciation, a little bit of feedback would be greatly appreciated. I've got my words tied there with my big ass tongue, you know. Yeah, that's what happens. I've got such a fucking big tongue. I've got a Gene Simmons tongue going on here. My words just stumble over my tongue every time. They just fall over like tripping over a fucking curb. Hello, Randy. Good to see you, buddy. You seem to be okay right now. Hook up via Ethernet or couple Wi-Fi repeaters. Wow, Randy. Guess what I've done? I fucked the router off completely, and I have connected up through an Ethernet cable. That was what I had to do. I was getting the vibe from those professionals over in Canada. They're going to know what to do. Maybe I should ask for some advice. And instead, I use my I used my head. I thought, I know what to do. So yeah, I spent like £50 on getting a new lead and this little adapter that plugs into the MacBook, and everything's working. Just about everything's working, which is good. The camera, well, the old iPhone, it can be a bit temperamental to connect at the moment because I've lost the amount of inputs on my MacBook, which is gay, but it is what it is. We're going to make it work. And so far, so good. Your head was right. It was, wasn't it, Randy? It was. Hello, Andrew Green. How you doing, buddy? So those of you that have just popped in and joined in just to see what's going on and why the hell the TDS Wrestling Show is live on a Tuesday is I'm just checking out some technical shiz. So I just want to make sure everything's okay because, like I said, we did an episode on Sunday where we were reviewing Elimination Chamber, which was a fucking amazing show, but we did not put on an amazing show for you guys. We had a lot of technical problems, which just came out of absolutely nowhere, and it pissed me off, and it gave my performance I gave you guys a piss poor performance from myself when we did Elimination Chamber, and I think it threw me off guard. It threw the Tezzy Bear off guard. It threw Darren off guard as well. We did a shit job. So we are going to be re-reviewing Elimination Chamber tomorrow night on TDS's Raw on tomorrow night, Wednesday at 8 p.m. UK time, and 3 p.m. Eastern time for you guys across the pond. That is the plan. So myself, the See? Did you see that? Did you see that? Fucking microphone unplugged. Is it working now? There we go. This is what's so frustrating. Sound's gone. Yeah. Fucking hell. I don't know what it is, guys. I don't know what it is. So, anyway. We're all good now. We're all good now. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. This is the problem I'm dealing with at the moment. It's very embarrassing. And I don't know I don't know how to overcome it without having to invest more money. So, this is exactly why I want to go live. Just so I could get an idea of what the hell was going on. I could maybe. So, this is why I'm here. I need to test shit. Let's go on my settings. Let's go on my audio. Mic volume. There we go. See, my mic volume's peaking. If I bring that down a little bit. There we go. That's a bit better. So does that sound a bit good? Tommy Gunn, bang bang, how you doing, buddy? I've just brought my mic volume down. I think that was a lot of the problem. It was peaking. That was exactly what it was. It's a good job I kind of know what I'm doing. But again, this is the whole reason for the episode. I need to be able to test all this stuff to make sure it all works. Echo cancellation needs to be on, and reduce mic. Yeah, we're good. That's much better. So, right, okay. Now I've just put a limiter on my audio here. That's better. So we're on 90 now. Sorry, guys. I've got to check all this stuff. This is why I want to do this episode. I want to make sure everything's working right. Test. This is a test. There it is, Darren. That's right. I've just put a limiter on there now, Randy, funny enough, on my vocals. So what was happening? So this is the other story, right, guys? We I've just had a very, very kind message from my friend Randy at Draw Straws Raw. Thank you, Randy. That is very, very kind of you. I'm going to hold you to that for sure. I really do appreciate that. I think I'm okay now. I think I'm the last person. I hate asking for help, you know. But it's you know what. Basically, yeah. So we've just been having these technical problems. Want to try and get over them. This is the point of the episode. I just want to get everything straight and I want to get it right. So, anyway, thank you everyone who is watching. This is fantastic. This is not a wrestling show, guys. We're just a wrestling podcast. And whilst I'm trying to test out technical shit, I'm trying to do this shit on my own. I I haven't got my brother the Teddy Bear to help me out. And DDC, well, he's never here because he's banging things and working and stuff. And I don't know what Darren does. He doesn't walk his dog, apparently. I think you all know that. No, Darren. No, Darren. TDS is tech. I don't know what it is, Randy. TDS is technical disaster shit. Something like that. Oh dear. No, this is just Randy Marsh. One of my favorite heroes of all time is Randy Marsh. He's something about Randy Marsh. Great. He's trying to fix his computer, and I'm trying to fix my computer and technical shit. I thought you would have got that. No, don't get it, Darren. Never mind. Anyway, everything seems okay so far. If you could give me a little bit more feedback on whether the camera has frozen, that would be great. And I'd like to think the audio won't cut out now because it was peaking. So peaking, for those of you that aren't into, you don't really understand the technical stuff. So if I got a microphone, hang on, I can have this. So if I got a microphone and I'm going, then it's not going to go, you're not going to hit the red line. So if I'm going, it's going to hit the red line. And the microphone's going to be like, I can't cope with all this noise. And then it will just stop working. And that's exactly what's happening here. So Josh or Darren is a villain, more heel than John Cena. Yeah, he probably is, isn't he, Randy? Oh, Darren, you fucking villain, mate. Oh yeah, you're on your very small screen right now. I couldn't quite see that. Okay, Darren. Hey, Darren, what the fuck? I'm gonna call you out right here, right now, Darren. You sent a message about something. No, I won't put it on it. Don't worry. What happened on the chat? You said something and then you deleted the message, and I saw the message and then it deleted. Why is this, Darren? I'd love to know, mate. Anyway, so tomorrow night at 8 p.m. UK time and 3 p.m. Eastern time for you guys across the pond in Canada and the United States of America, we are going to be live doing TDS's Raw, and we are also going to be reviewing Elimination Chamber. Can't be asked with the drama. Well, explain the drama, Darren, because I don't know what's going on, mate, and I want to get this shit sorted. So yeah, we're going to be reviewing Elimination Chamber from Sunday because it was such a mess, absolute diabolical disaster. And we want to be able to put on a good show. So we're going to redo Elimination Chamber, not to the full extent of like what we did, but at least cover the basics and at least get to the main points of each match and the segments were throughout the show. And then we will be reviewing Monday Night Raw from last night, which I need to finish watching Monday Night Raw and write my notes and go to bed at midnight because I've got so much to fricking do. And then tomorrow we will also be reviewing NXT from last night. So there we go. Darren is on his rotary phone with a 1983 8-bit screen watching 1972 AWA wrestling, comparing it to AEW. No, I'll tell you what, Randy, AWA, even though it doesn't exist anymore, it's fucking hell of a lot better than AEW. Oh my God. I'm going to get an NWO. Oh, this is Andrew Green, our number one Facebook fan. I'm going to get an NWO t-shirt. I thought I'll share that ball and information with you. That's fantastic. Fuck's sake. Watching at work on the screen that YouTube does outside the app, so it's just in the corner of my phone screen. Why do you not have YouTube on an app on your phone like nearly every other person in the world, Darren? Why? God, it's getting hot in here. Why is this, Darren? I'd love to know, Darren. And you have to message me about this. What the hell's going on the chat, because it seems a bit odd to me, mate. This is thirsty work. Talking to you all. Trying to find out if all this technical shit is working. So far, so good. Again, it's been 16 minutes and 30 seconds right now. So for those of you, how many people are watching? 15 people. Thank you, everybody that's tuned in. I really do appreciate it. Can you please just let me know? Camera's okay? Audio's okay. That'd be great. Andrew Green has just sent me the same message again. Oh, I see you've resent the message. I thought I'd share that boring information with you. So, Andrew, that's fantastic. Who hasn't got an NWO shirt? I've got two. NWO for life. Sweet. Try the other mics while you're on and have them. Oh, Randy, that's a bloody good idea, Randy. This is why Randy is part of he's my family, really. Hang on, I'm going to move over to where the teddy bear sits. See, to me right now, this feels this doesn't feel right. I don't like being sat here at all. Not at all. Oh, thank you, Andrew Green. I'm a legend. I don't know what the hell I am. I'm many things, Andrew Green, but a legend is not one of them. Maybe one day I might be. I don't know. I do try to leave my mark on the people I inspire throughout my life, like my young apprentice, Harry Hinchcliffe. Mics are good. Good to hear that, Randy. You know, shall I tell you guys a little story? I'll tell you all a little story for how many people are watching. Oh, bloody hell, 27 people. This is fantastic. Fantastic. I'll tell you guys a little story, right? Yes, it's not wrestling related in any way. But I kind of feel like if I can give something back, I will. So 6 years ago, I left my job I used to work in logistics within the garden machinery industry here in the UK. And garden machinery was the forte. My don't worry about Darren's mic, should always be turned off anyways. Randy, you naughty scallywag. Anyway, so the story I was going to say was, so 6 years ago, I left my job, and it's a job I loved. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But unfortunately, the company I was working for got sold, and the people who were working there anyway, who ended up taking it over, basically sabotaged and fucking destroyed the place. So I decided to take it upon myself to leave the place I love to work and do something new with my life. Not only did I have a mortgage to pay for, not only did I have a new house to buy, and not only did I have my second child, my daughter Isabel Boo, on the way, I decided to leave the job I loved to become a carpenter. And I left my job that I was very, very well paid to go on to £9.50 an hour and become an apprentice as a carpenter. So what I did, I trained to be a carpenter. I qualified in just over 2 years. And I tell you what, I haven't looked back once. Best thing I ever did. And with that, I ended up, yes, hello, everybody. Just joined the show, just telling a little quick story. And just to make sure everything's still working. So the story is, so I left my job and I become a carpenter, and I qualified as a carpenter in 2021. And then by 2022, so I've been doing it 3 years, I got myself an apprentice through my cousin Lloyd, who I was working with at the time. And his name was Harry Hinchcliffe. And I basically nurtured him. I trained him to become a carpenter. And not only did I push and persevere and give him fucking shit and hell, just like I did when I was being trained to be a carpenter. And from that point, Harry worked his socks off. And when was it? It's just before Christmas. He qualified as a carpenter. So I kind of feel like it's gone full circle, right? If you work hard and you dedicate yourself to something, you can do it. And I did it out of the most difficult circumstances, very difficult circumstances, but it worked. And then Harry did exactly the same. And I feel very, very proud. If he was my son, he's not my son, but if he was my son, I'll be extremely proud of him. He was my one, and he'll only be my only ever apprentice. And he worked so hard, and he got distinctions in all of his exams, just like I did, because I fucking worked hard. So, that's the story I just want to tell, So I kind of feel like if I could leave my mark on someone and at least push them and guide them so they got something that they've got, I just want to be able to do something. I want to give something back. That's the type of person I am. I can come across as an absolute asshole and a bastard, but I'm not. I'm the nicest guy in the world. But if you're a fucking idiot, I'm going to treat you like an idiot, But Harry was never an idiot. He always worked hard, and he was dedicated, and he always asked the right questions, and I looked after him, and he looked after me, and there we go. And then he got qualified. So I like to think I'm a good guy, if you know what I mean. So thank you, Andrew Green. So maybe in some people's eyes, maybe I am a legend. So thank you, Andrew. That's great. That's lovely for you to say that. But it's just one of them little things. Like if I can just give back a bit, it makes me feel pretty good. Anyway, so what did you say there, Andy? Great story. Work hard, work smart, and have fun, and do stuff that is uncomfortable. Uncomfortable, right? I'm going to move back to my other microphone, Randy, because I feel a little bit out of place here. Hang on. Uncomfortable is the most important word to succeed. I've experienced that with my own life. If you're uncomfortable, things get better. If you're uncomfortable and unsure, but you fucking do it, you're always going to get better at what you're trying to do. That's my advice for the day. And Randy can take credit for that. But that's the word, uncomfortable. You got to get yourself out of your comfort zone to fucking achieve anything in your life. And what I did 6 years ago was exactly what I did. And here's the other funny thing, right? I did that. I worked my fucking socks off. And then last year, in end of May, beginning of June last year, I was given the opportunity to go back into logistics within the garden machinery industry for the same company I used to work for all those years ago, because they were desperate for me to go back because I left my mark, because I did such a good job when I used to work there. They asked me to go back. And do you know what? I went back. I was there 3 weeks. And do you know what I did? The best thing I ever did was I basically said, if I could, I would throw you under a fucking bus, buddy. The boss's son was a piece of shit, motherfucking asshole. Never liked him, never will. I wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire. He was that fucking horrible of a human being. How the hell can you work around someone like that? So this guy, I'm not going to say his name. I want to, but he was speaking to me in my face like this, calling me every name under the sun. You stupid fool, blah, 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 blah. It's in my face. Some 29, acne face, skinny prick twat Scottish motherfucker. His dad is a lovely guy, but his son, not so much. And I'll tell you what, right? I was just like, okay, I took it and I took it and I took it. And and then, yeah, basically 3 weeks was up. And, you know, I thought to myself, what the fuck am I doing? Why did I come back here? I went back for the money. And do you know what? It wasn't about the money. Didn't need it. I didn't need it. So basically, I told them to go fuck themselves and I quit. And I walked out like Steve Austin did in 2002. But my own version of it. Best thing I ever did. I went back into what I'm doing now, carpentry in the construction industry, making good money, doing a good job, loving what I'm doing, you know? And don't eat yellow snow. That's right, Tommy Gunn. Bang, bang. You won't learn as quick and as much if you're comfortable. 100%, Randy. That is such good advice. You've always got to get yourself out of that comfort zone. You know, I think if you want to make money and you want to do better, you got to be uncomfortable. I'm like it all the time. It's like tonight, what is it? It's 9 p.m. here in the UK. I'm not going to be going to bed till midnight, at least, because I got Monday Night Raw to watch. I got notes to write, and I got shit I want to get right to make sure that tomorrow at 8 p.m. tomorrow evening, when it's going to be TDS's Raw, I'm going to be making sure that I'm on top form, best I can be, and delivering a fucking good show for you guys. That's what I want to do. Did you give him a Stone Cold Stunner? Andrew, I didn't give him a Stone Cold Stunner, but when he drove past me one day, he gave me this, and I was like, what am I going to get out of it? Giving it back to him? Nothing. He's the fucking loser because he's the one who's guilty for being such a prick in the first place. You know, it's oh man, I can tell you so many funny stories and interesting things that have happened in my life over work, personal relationships. It's just, I could write a book. Speaking of books, this is an interesting one. Speaking of books, so a friend of ours here at the TDS Wrestling Show called Ben Ville, check him out on YouTube. He's just hit 10,000 subscribers. Oh man, I'm so jealous. But he's very good and he interviews a lot of wrestling legends. So it's Wrestling Life Online with Benville. Check him out. He's a great guy. He has today, the big news was revealed where him and WWE legend Mark Miro, so Ben and him, they've wrote a book, and today was the release of the book, and Ben was able to release that and put it up all over social media. And to be honest, I'm really proud of the guy. Like, he started his YouTube channel maybe 2 years ago, and it's grown this fast. And he works for Inside the Ropes, so he's got his foot through the ropes, if you know what I mean. Unlike me, I and Terry, we haven't got that foot in the door quite yet. Maybe one day, who knows? But yeah, Ben's done really well for himself. So Mark Miro's just released his very first book with Benville help co-writing it with him. So he's written his first book. So I'm really proud of Ben, and I'm pleased for Mark Miro. I've spoken to Mark several times, and he's a fantastic human being. We actually did an episode on Mark Miro at some point last year, which was that was a shame. Didn't work out so well, that one. I'm gutted because I think Mark was really looking forward to watching it, and I don't know if he did or not, but we didn't do him any justice. It was such a shame, that one. Again, it's a prime example of us being off guard and just not being on top form. It's one of them, you know. So how many people are watching? 28 people. Shit the bed. Well, thank you everyone who has just joined in just to make sure, just to say hello or whatever. I just want to test the waters and make sure that everything's working. So so far, I think we're good. The Ethernet cable is officially connected to the MacBook, and it has made a huge difference, massive difference. I don't think the video has frozen. The camera hasn't frozen. The microphone, I think, is good. I think we're okay. I think we have fixed the issue. Tommy Gunn, you guys have grown immensely. You're even friends with Jimmy the ref. So yeah, we are friends with Jimmy Corderas, but that is thanks to Randy Charpentier, Justin Zane from Draw Straws Raw. Randy's able to open a lot of doors for us, and he's been extremely helpful. And I'm immensely so grateful for all of his help and support. And I know there'll be more to come when the time comes when I need it. But I think as well, guys, like there's so much we want to do here at the TDS Wrestling Show, but we're holding ourselves back a bit because we've had these technical problems. And for me, I get anxious because I don't want to have a technical problem when you've got someone like Jimmy Corderas. We're interviewing someone like that, and it all goes wrong. You know, like, what the fuck? There's so many. I want to be able to get Randy on the show one day. I want to get Jimmy on the show. I really want to get Donnie Da Silva on the show because he's the guy that was there at the Montreal Screwjob. Got to talk to Donnie about that one day, 100%. And you know, I'd like to think from that point, doors might open a little bit more. I think we got a potential opportunity to speak to Mark Miro at some point. Again, that'll be the type of thing where I'm thinking, right, well, if you got Mark Miro, Jimmy, Randy, Donnie, I can't have this podcast with the way it is or has been lately with these technical problems. It's got to be bang on. It's got to be 100% right, at least to a point where I'm comfortable knowing everything's going to be okay. And I feel like tonight doing this with you guys may have been a breakthrough. Yeah, sure, there's things I still need to do. Like, at least I've got the Ethernet cables connected. Wi-Fi is connected. Not had a problem. The mixer, we got this fucking great big mixer here, right? Which I used to use in the band. Used to be in a rock band, guys. You wouldn't fucking believe it. Yes, I was. And that mixer was in the band. I was in a 5-piece rock band, heavy rock band. Every channel was literally a 24-channel mixer. Everything was plugged into that. It was busy and always fully loaded every night. And that's why it's a little bit temperamental. That's probably why we have the odd issue here and there with when we do this. However, I have a new mixer here. Ta-da! I've had this a while. I just haven't had a chance to. I haven't had the time, and I haven't had the opportunity to sit down, play with it, test it. And if I'm happy with it, then we'll convert to this. But I also want to be able to get a microphone for us to be able to, when we're walking about and doing the things, like if we're at a wrestling convention or something like that, where we'll have like a portable microphone and record some stuff, speak to some people, that type of thing, like a journalist would, you know, something like that. Again, we've got lots of opportunities, lots of different things coming up. Yeah, so don't ever get that Josh Savile in on the show. He's to be fair, Tommy, he sorted himself out. He's doing very well. And to be fair, we probably did embellish that to some degree. But then again, it's banter. We just take the piss out of each other. That's all it is. It's all it is, just banter. Some people just don't like the banter, though, you know? Just a bit of fun, you know? I got a food mixer. No, not a food mixer. No, Andrew Green. It's a mixer. Like a look, mixer. This is a mixer. That is a mixer. So the microphones are plugged into this, and I adjust it through this, and that's that. But the one I've got down here, which you can't see because the camera's facing me, my handsome face, is about 4 times the size of that. It's massive, and it's only 3 microphones plugged into it. Little bit overkill, don't you think? That AEW sign needs to come down 150,000%, Tommy Gunn. I would pull it off right now, but unfortunately, if I pull that off, these 2 will fall down. It's got to go. It's got to fucking go. Not a fan of AEW. I don't like talking about AEW anymore. I fucking hate talking about it because I tell a lie. I am lying. I am completely lying. I am completely and utterly lying. I don't like talking about this. The God's honest truth is I don't like talking about AEW here on the show. And my reason for that is if I say something, it might lose us a subscriber or something like that. I'd rather just say, look, I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to be fed by it. Just forget it. Just no. Don't want to talk about it. But if I'm on social media or Facebook, especially Facebook, because there's fucking loads of AEW marks on there. They're like on their phones doing this. Oh, CM Punk this, CM Punk that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, do you know what? The reason why AEW is so fucking shit now anyway is because the biggest draw they had there, they fucked over because they don't want to keep their little EVPs happy. And CM Punk left and then the company started to fail. It just started to go. And what's happening now? It's still going. It ain't going to fucking stop, is it? And then you got all these AEW marks on Facebook going, oh, the company is successful, blah, blah, blah. If it was unsuccessful, they wouldn't be. If it was unsuccessful, they'd stop trading and all this, blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. They've just got money in the bank from daddy. That's the only reason why it's still successful. Yeah, they've got some great talent. Are they drawing in a lot of money? They're drawing in some money, but they surely can't be drawing in as much money as before because they haven't got the fucking star power there. They're losing the fucking TV ratings and they're losing attendance. And they're losing buy rates on pay-per-views. On what the fuck do you expect? Open your fucking eyes, you stupid AEW marks. Suck my dick. Anyway, there we go. That's basically the type of response I would give them on Facebook. It's a fantastic experience. I love it. I love fucking I love pissing off the AEW marks. And I know, hey, so when Darren's here, Darren doesn't like the shit I put on Facebook. He gets all, why are you saying this? I just can't help myself because it's just fun. I can be an arsehole, and that's I'm on my phone doing this, and I'm like, oh no, let's fucking piss some AEW marks off. That's exactly what I do. I just want to wind them up. I think it's fucking great fun. Oh, it's getting hot in here as well. The heat is right next to me. So, right then, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to sign off. I think everything is all good. The internet connection's good. The camera is good. The microphones are good. Everything seems to be straight and nothing is going wrong. I'm happy. I can sleep well tonight. I can watch Monday Night Raw and then I can write some notes and I can go to bed knowing that tomorrow night we will be discussing Elimination Chamber again, Monday Night Raw and NXT. It's going to be a fabulous, fantastic and amazing experience. So, how many people are watching? 16 people. So the 16 people that are watching this, thank you very much for sticking around and saying hello to my handsome self, because I am the showstopper, the headline of the main event of this show, because I'm fucking handsome and I'm a sexy boy. I am a boy toy. My wife is older than me, and that's just the way it is. So anyway, tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. UK time and 3 p.m. Eastern time for you guys across the pond. I am Sam Watts, and I have been your host for this evening, where I have been the technical advisor of the TDS Wrestling Show, trying to get this shit sorted, and I think it is sorted. Thank the fucking Lord, Mary, Jesus Christ, and Jones, and his bicycle. I am signing off. I love you all very much. Thank you very much for sticking around. I'll put a bit of tunage on in the background.
Yes, hey.
Just speak to Steve, our composer, who made our songs, and we will get them uploaded to Spotify and all the other shit. Amazon Music, other shit. We'll work on that. Anyway, my name is Sam Watts. Thank you very much for sticking around, just so I can check out the technical shit, and I think everything's fucking cool and amazing and beautiful. I shall see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. TDS Raw, Elimination Chamber, Monday Night Raw, and NXT Review. I can't fucking wait. I love you all very much. Follow, like, subscribe, and share the freaking love. If you haven't told your friends and family about myself and the TDS Wrestling Show, you need to fucking bang on it and get the fuck on it now. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Right. Thank you very much for letting me waffle on for 38 minutes. I've got to go. I've got stuff to do, shit to do, and I need to make myself happy to make myself feel better, to keep myself going till midnight. I've got to go. Right, thank you guys. See you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. UK, 3 p.m. Too sweet. See you guys.